Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah. Yawm al-Jum'ah is the greatest day of the week, Friday. It is khayru yawmin tala'at alayhi shams, the best day that the sun rises. And there are a number of sunnahs that we have been taught by the Messenger alayhi salatu salam that we can observe to do on this day. And one of these sunnahs, it is to recite Surah Al-Kahf. The Prophet ﷺ, he says, whoever recites Surah Al-Kahf, it will be a light for him until the next Friday. Until the next week, it will be a light for him. This surah, the Prophet ﷺ, he told us, whoever memorizes the first 10 verses of Surah Al-Kahf, it will protect him from the fitna of Dajjal. In another narration, he said, whoever memorizes the last 10 verses of Surah Al-Kahf, it will be protection for him from the fitna of Dajjal. So imagine this whole surah, you recite it, and this kahf, this cave, the surah is called a cave. If you notice that this surah, there are a number of fitan, trials that are mentioned in it that the human being faces in his life. You have the fitna of deen, the trial of deen, being tested in your religion. Where the young men, they were tested in their religion, so they sought refuge in the cave. And then you have also the fitna of ashab, companions. Where Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, وَاصْبِرْ نَفْسَكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ تُرِيدُ زِينَةَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَنْ ذِكْرِنَا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا. Allah told the Messenger alayhi salatu salam, be patient, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, with those who are calling upon their Lord day and night, worshipping Allah Azza wa Jalla, seeking His pleasure. Do not turn away from Him. Are you seeking the pleasure of this dunya, the adornments of this dunya, right? Allah is telling him, stay with the righteous companions. What is the context of this ayah? Some of the leaders of Quraysh came to the Prophet ﷺ and they said to him, O Muhammad, the disbelievers have special gatherings for us that we can listen to perhaps what you have to say. And they wanted to be separate from people like Bilal and Ammar ibn Yasir and Suhaib al-Rumi, who they belittled. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala revealed this ayah in response to that. Be patient with the righteous. Don't obey these men who their hearts are heedless from my remembrance. You have also in Surah Al-Kahf, Allah Azza wa Jalla, He mentions the fitna of wealth, where you have the man who possessed the garden, right? Allah Azza wa Jalla tells us that he was so attached to the dunya that he said, ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا. I don't think this is ever going to perish. I don't think Yawm al-Qiyamah is going to be established, and so on. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala tells us about the fitna of knowledge in Surah Al-Kahf, in the story of Khidr and Musa alayhi salam. And Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala also in Surah Al-Kahf tells us about the fitna of authority in the story of Dhul Qarnayn. All of these are stories that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is narrating to us Surah Al-Kahf, so that we can learn from it and we learn how to deal with these fitan, so that Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, can be a true cave that protects us from these trials in this life, so we can be safe in this world and the hereafter. And the virtues of reciting this surah are great, as we mentioned at the beginning. We ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to make us from those who live upon the Quran and are from the people of the Quran. إنه ولي ذلك القادر عليه وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم.